Hey, Trisha with Upcycled Stuff. In this video tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make garland for your Christmas tree or other holiday decor out of strips of t-shirts. In this one here I chose orange because I live in South Carolina and you're either a Gamecocks fan or you're a Clemson Tigers fan, and well, Clemson Tigers are orange, so we're closer to Clemson. Anyway, let me give you a little bit of a closer look. So it ends up being this double-stranded garland that wraps around your tree, and you can do it in any color that you have a t-shirt for. So let me go get set up and we'll get to it. Okay, we're back. So the last tutorial that I did, I actually showed you how to make these strips out of t-shirts, but I'll go over it real quick again and then just show you another use for using them. So all you need is a pair of scissors, a t-shirt that you have folded in half lengthwise twice. And the first thing you're going to do is remove that bottom hem. So just take your scissors and make sure you catch it all. It's kind of folded up in there, so I'm going to lose a bunch of this right here. Don't worry about being perfect. You don't want to be too sloppy, but no one's going to really see your raw edges. So, and then start cutting about 1/2 inch lengths. Again, I'm not perfect when I do it. So I'll just cut a couple of these and then we'll move on to the next step. So ideally you would take and cut these strips all the way up until right about under the armpit. Then once you have a bunch of strips cut, open it up and then just start running it through your hands. It's going to get hot, so remember to be careful. You might want to take frequent breaks, and you'll get lots of little pilling of the t-shirt on the table, so don't wear nice clothes when you're doing it. We'll do one more and then I'll show you what to do. Whew, it's already getting hot. I usually run them through my hands twice, and then you can always, if they start to lose their shape, you can always run them through your hands again, you know, days or weeks down the road. Okay. So once you have a bunch of these loops, you're going to start connecting them to make your garland. So you'll take one piece and lay that flat on the table, and then put this one underneath it. Okay, and then the one that's underneath, you're going to take the other end of it. Now you're not always going to do this on the table. This is just for purposes of me showing you how it works, and then I usually just pick them up in my hands and work them that way. But essentially you're going to take this end and put it through here and pull it back this way so that you make a square knot. Now the thing you want to be careful of before you tighten that is that you're actually at the end of your loop so that you have two straight pieces. If you're crooked, you'll have one piece that's much longer. You'll have these sort of extra fabric on one side, and you don't want that. So make sure it's nice and taut and straight, and then come down here and then just give it a good tug. I don't recommend tugging too tight. You can, it'll make your knot smaller, but if you ever need to adjust the size, it's easier to have it just a little bit looser. So again, do the same thing, just make sure it's nice and straight. Get to the very end part, tuck one underneath, and then put the other end through. And then you keep going. Now you can do this with all different, colors depending on what theme your holiday tree is. If you are a sports fan and there's certain colors, you can do a sports themed tree. Or if you just have lots of white, you can use white t-shirts. My tree is very colorful. I like to have as much color as possible, so even different colors. If you go once around your tree with some blue and maybe some red, something that'll stand out in your trees. So I'm going to stop here. So I'd recommend not doing more than like 15 feet in one piece. If you need more than that for your tree, which is likely, do a couple of different lengths of rope. Otherwise they get tangled really easily and they're not fun to untangle, especially since they're double-stranded. So here's a bunch of my garland. I'm going to use that in a wreath. So like I said, Christmas trees are fine, but you know, you can do wreaths, you can do holiday swags, anywhere you want to add a little color for the holidays. So have fun.